Hi, Carola.
Hey, Maja, so good to see you.
So nice to see you too. We have such a complex setup.
Yeah, I hope it's working out. I like your lighting in the background. It's very nice.
Yes, I'm totally in the Christmas spirit. So yeah, I'm really,
Oh,
everything is sparkly. So I had like a lot of fairy lights happening here, trying to brighten the mood really. So yeah.
yeah. Do you remember that thing we did in January where we made our boards of what we were planning for the year, and we were so excited and yeah, got together. What's the name of that?
Vision board
Oh yeah,
workshop. Yeah.
oh, vision boards. And I remember being so enthusiastic about everything I'm going to do in 2020.
Mm.
And now looking back, I feel so naive. So, oh yeah, little Carola really had plans like that.
Well, yeah, that was crazy. Well, some of the things actually made happened for me. Totally got the camera that I wanted, and that was one thing. It's really funny because I was gonna go to Cannes Film Festival. I even booked a hotel and everything, and then like the whole festival was canceled. So it was like, okay, well, I guess that's not happening. But kind of, I think I feel a little bit better because I feel like it's not like just my plans fell through, everyone's plans fell through. So
Yeah,
it's like
yes.
we're all in this together. So it's fine. Just accept it and let's move on and see what happens.
I have looked at the vision board and I have definitely worked towards a few of the goals, though I think mine really got redirected. I think the only thing that I really managed to do was I had on my list knitting 2 pullovers. And I thought, hey, this is going to be the hardest challenge because I'm never at home. I never have time to actually sit down and knit. And that turned out to be very, very easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
our video definitely, like the Midnight in Paris video, we started before the first lockdown, and then it took ages to finish just because of, yeah, life getting in the way.
Yeah.
The one thing Lula has a shadow. It really looks like he's painting. It's crazy.
I during the very first lockdown, I filmed a lot. I made a lot of video collabs with everybody sitting home and filming, and then I'm cutting that together. So I really enjoyed that. The second lockdown, it was a bit harder. I mean, it was November, December, so it was already getting dark pretty early, and I did not feel motivated at all to grab the camera. I had to force myself to actually film the things that I had on my list. And yeah, the kilometer around me, I have one beautiful park around me, and I'm so grateful that right in the second lockdown, the parks have not been closed. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
really great because the first one that was terrible that you couldn't go into the park, you know. I missed that a lot.
I know. So yeah, that was the only place where I felt like filming because it was like, yeah, this is my hour of freedom. Look around. I'm usually much more positive than I was during the lockdown.
I mean, that's one thing I've been really trying to advocate from the beginning because I don't want to go into the COVID thing, but it's just like it's really hard to watch, you know, because a lot of people are suffering like mentally, emotionally. It's not just the health issues that we have to
Yeah.
like the physical health that we need to take care of. And I feel like it hasn't been really promoted that as much, support systems for people just to have that emotional support, because we're not meant to live separate. And in like how much, even as an introvert, it's hard. You really need connection, you need that support. I mean, I really work on myself. I have a coach, I have a therapist. I have all the support I need. So like, and it was still quite challenging. So I can't even imagine people who don't have support. I mean, especially when it's like this pre-holiday season, and if you're far away from your family, like the expats. I've talked to some expats who feel really bummed out that they can't go to their families. So it's hard, so I think it's really important to talk about these things and reach out and say when we need help. I mean, I feel really, really grateful for all the wonderful people who have been so supportive, and I'm so grateful that I can be here with my family right now. And it's really crazy times.
Absolutely. For
Crazy.
me, I knew that I need people around me, and it was really hard in the first lockdown because, no, in the second lockdown, because we were only supposed to talk to family or to meet family, and I don't have family in Paris. And I think the way the system is set up, it doesn't have that in mind. So when they're saying, yeah, you can meet family but not friends, they don't plan for people who don't have family around. And usually before lockdown, I would never feel lonely because I have so many friends in Paris and in the surrounding area, like my replacement family.
Yeah.
And now during lockdown, it got better when I got a neighbor on the same floor. So
Yeah.
then I had someone to at least talk to in the corridor.
The first lockdown, I was in my favorite place in the world. I was in my cutest studio. I was in my my favorite part of Paris. And I was just thinking, oh my God, this is like, it's fine. It's perfect way to do the lockdown.
Yeah.
But I feel like this second time around, when you guys were in lockdown, actually, we are still in Croatia. We are not in lockdown. But I feel like it's perfectly aligned because I am actually in a place where I should be, I think, in this moment with my mom, with my family here in Croatia. So I think I did like one part of the year in Paris, one part in Croatia, even though it wasn't planned. But I think it's very important, and I do feel better here because it's not so strict here, even though it is getting stricter and stricter by the way. But if I need to, I can go out. It's not, I don't need the attestation, which just makes your life a little bit easier, I think. So yeah.
Well, I mean, we used to have this attestation that was only valid for 1 hour around 1 kilometer, and now it's 3 hours and 20 kilometers. It already feels so much less restricted because we had this really tight lockdown, and now it's still lockdown, it's still attestation, but it feels so much easier.
Yeah, I heard it was much easier. So yeah, that's nice. I think this year for me, I mean, I always look everything as a big picture, and like I look at the lesson of every experience. So I feel like this year has been teaching us patience, adjusting, being flexible, accepting things.
So it was such a pleasure to seeing you, and thank you for doing this video with me.
Thanks so much for inviting me too. It was such a pleasure to, talk to you again, and I hope we get to film another collab again in person. Yeah, I really miss that. So yeah, thanks so much.